Hi everyone, welcome back to Channeling Luxury. This is probably my last video for Brunello Cucinelli for spring. In spring, summer, I don't think they're gonna have more. I guess you never know. They do have a lot of pieces, like more than the other designers that I'm used to working with. So I tried them first before I did the intro, and on purpose, because I'm going to start talking about the fabric content and the fit during the video instead. So those of you who are watching just the intro to see if you want to watch the rest, you just can see the piece pretty quick. Then we can get into the details. So that's what I'm going to do. So this was one of them. I have on a pair of blue pants that I think is my least favorite pair I've ever tried from them, but you'll see it in the video. So there's this skirt that I'll be trying in the video. Front and back, a few small Brunello details. I do show that in the video as well. We have these pair of shorts. Try and make them look a little bit prettier for all of you. The short here, a little Brunello detail here, and they have a little bit of shimmer to them. Now, if you remember, I had tried on this top in another video. I mentioned this while I do the try on. It was not so good. Okay, a cross between a safari and like Hawaii gone wrong, I don't know. But then they sent these, and you'll see what I think of these in the video, which are a pair of linen pants that match the top. I would definitely never wear them together, but I'll show you what these look like on. I was very surprised at this particular pair. My favorite piece from this try-on were actually these. I have a 40 and a 42, and I tried both, and I'm showing you the difference in the video where they start to pull, where they're decreasing the width of them, at what parts of the fabric, like, you know, is it in the thigh, is it in the crotch, is it in the waist? You'll be able to see that because I do try both sizes on and compare them. So there's this pair, this is the bottom, which is kind of cool, this cuff. So we have these to try. We have good old elastic waist. I know many of you loved those linen pants from last time that had the elastic waist. So many of you wrote in telling me to get those. I didn't, I'll tell you why. It was the chafing between the legs that would happen if you wore them too long. It turned me off to them. So that's why I didn't get them. So this pair, I had high hopes for these. You'll see in the video what it is that I think of them. And I love to know, more importantly, what you all think of them. Feel free to rate any of these in the comments. I love it when you all do that. You're like, Danny, you said 3 and these are a 7, or you said 7 and these are a 1. And tell me why. Let's learn from each other, you know, what we're looking for in these pieces. And by the way, we do have some of the designers watching. I think we are actually the only channel that's reviewing Brunello. So we'll see what others think. Maybe some other folks will pop up. But I do know that the designer, I don't know at what level, but they're watching what we think. And if they can get feedback from us, I mean, how crucial, right, for the designers. And if they ever made changes from what you all say in your comments and what I'm saying in the video, I mean, that's an awesome thing. It's one of the reasons that this is so much fun. So this pair of jeans, the wash on this is amazing. The way it makes your butt look is amazing. You will see that in the video. But you'll see what you think of the rest of it. Definitely, that's a question mark. And then finally, I tried on this set. Top, cardigan. When I try each one of them on, I'm telling you the size, the price, and the fabric content. And here's what the cardigan looks like. Of course, it's not buttoned, but it will be when you see me try it on. So I'm going to show you now the try on, and let's see what you all think. I'm excited to do, I think this is video 3 or 4. I've lost track of Brunello Spring. They did send me pieces that were duplicates, so I'm not gonna try those, except this one, because I asked for a larger size. If you remember in my last video, I loved the fit, but it was too tight under the arms. This one here is now too loose in the bust because it's a 42. And it lost a little bit of its shape. It's kind of an ecru color. You'll be able to see that with this skirt. You'll be able to see the real color because it looks white, but it's not a true white. I still really like this vest, but I would not wear it with a shirt. I like the vest in and of itself. It's really hard to figure out to go up or down a size when it's tight in one area and loose in another. It's easier to make it smaller than bigger, but in theory, you know, if you're trying, you have a weight loss, weight target, you're trying to get there, then you want the smaller size so you can wear it later as motivation. I don't know, some screwy thing in my head. So for the top, I think the look is still a good 7. Wearability is a 7. No, wearability's gone up now because it's looser under the arm, so I'm going to say it's a 9. I don't see the price tag on this one. If I recall, it's like $1,900. That's a lot. So value's a 2. It's not there for value. Buttons in the front. Here's what it looks like in the back. Now I have on a skirt that's for Brunello pricing. It's inexpensive. It's $12.95. It's a 40. Fits really well. I would not, oh, it has awesome pockets. I just noticed that. I hate it when they do that. I hate it when they do that because it's hard not to pick them up because I am a sucker for pockets. But I'm going to show you what the skirt looks like and you can see what you think. All right, here's the skirt and my little striped socks. So it's a longer skirt. It is pretty much to the knee, but check out the pockets. Like this is almost the length of the skirt, everyone. Like I'm not kidding. It's about 3 inches less in terms of length in the skirt. That is awesome, particularly if you're traveling, you want to pop a water bottle in there. So this is what they did. It's a side zip and snap. Small Brunello detail, which is just right here. Let me try to show you just here. I like it when it's a small detail. I don't want something super flashy. I'll admit, so here's what it looks like from the back. I'll admit when I first put this on and even saw it on the hanger, I was like, you know, not cool. And then when I put my hands in the pockets, I'm like, oh, nice, cool. So this is what it is. You can decide if it's a piece that you're interested in. Again, check out their website. If you don't have a store local to you, check out their website because it's easy to return to. For me, the look of this, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to say from the front, the look is a good 7. Wearability is up there. Very comfortable. It feels stretchy. A 7 or an 8. The value for them is decent. A 7. The value overall, you know, it's not that great for a, you know, just essentially a plain white skirt. Here's what I'm not thrilled about is how it looks in the back. So even though they put, you know, they needed to put this pleat, it's not a slit, it's just a pleat. They needed to put that in there because of the length. I just think it kind of throws the proportion for the body off a bit. And so it doesn't flatter the butt as well as I would like for a Brunello piece. You know, when I look at it from behind, I'm not as happy. When I look at it from the front, I think it's a great casual piece. I would actually ditch a bunch of other skirts I have for this one. But then pleating in the back, it just looks kind of, I don't know, old lady. It looks like an old lady, and I don't want to be an old lady yet. So I'm going to try on the next piece. All right, here's the next pair of shorts. This is a size 40. They're $1,250. They have a little bit of sheen to them. See here, maybe in this video you can see. I don't like these. I think they look like mom shorts, if there was ever such a thing. And here's what they look like from the back. The single pleating is fine. Actually, it's kind of similar to how Balmain is structuring their pieces this spring, but I just don't like it myself. So for me, the look, 2, wearability, 1. I'm not going to wear this. Even for $12.95, which for them is pretty decent value. For me, it's a 2 because I'm not going to wear it. By the way, if you want the pockets, like I always look for, they do have deep pockets, so that's nice. And you have to have deep pockets to buy them too. Get it? All right, next piece. All right, so some of you may remember this guy. I tried it on in my last video. It was a big no. I was wondering why it got returned back, and this is why. Because there are pants that match it, and sometimes it's nice to have a set, but not this set, I don't think. The pants are way cuter than the shirt ever was. So let me come in a little bit. You can see the pleating on them. This is a 40. They're $12.95. Good deep pockets like usual. Here's what they look like from behind. So I think they actually do flatter the behind if you're going to attempt to find some pieces that do, which who doesn't? Here's the only thing that for me is like, kind of sucky. The fabric, okay, linen, cool. You know, I think who doesn't like a pair of linen pants? They just scratch between the legs, and we don't want to get, you know, what would we call it here? Crotch scratches from walking. So if you're going to walk a lot, I think these would be great travel pants, but if you're going to walk, then they're going to rub here, honestly. So for me, these are a definite no for that reason alone. But I actually like them more than I thought I would. I thought they'd be a 0, but I think the look is a 7. I actually like it a lot more than I thought I would, but the wearability is a 2 because it's going to get you're going to get chafing here. So for me, the value is a 1 only because even at their lower price of $1,200, if you're going to get chafing, you know, who can handle that, right? So again, here's what they look like from behind if you're looking for them. But overall, it is a pretty cute pant. and actually pretty, I think it looks really cute with this as well. All right, I'll try the next piece. All right, here's a pair of jeans. You can tell I'm doing a lot of the pants first and shorts first this time. This is a very unique pair. It's a straight leg mid-rise. It's a size 42. It has 1% elastane. The rest is cotton. Super comfortable. I'm trying to think of how I can even show this to you, but here's the cuff. This is how I can do it. Here's the cuff. So check out the Brunello part. It's this line right here. See if I can do that. Yeah, it's this line. That's where their detail is. So super interesting, I think. Definitely different than I had expected. Here's what it looks like from behind. So these are a bit big. Probably I would need, if I were going to keep them, I would need a 40. But I wanted to show you what they look like. Super comfortable, by the way. Like, these are an A+ for comfort. And, you know, that's one of the reasons so many of us love this designer. I actually really like these. I don't necessarily like that they're a little bit too baggy, but the baggy makes them comfortable. So for me, the look on this one is I'm going to give it a good solid 7. Wearability is a 10. And you know I do not give wearability. I don't give any 10s really for anything. I don't think I have given a 10 actually in any of my videos. That is how comfortable these are. So if you're looking for a pair of jeans, comfort is definitely there. Nice long pockets, deep pockets. Price is $15.95, which is high, right, for a pair of jeans. So value is a 3. Well, okay, maybe a 4 just because of the comfort factor. But that's where I'm at with these. Here's again what they look like from behind. A little bit, they're definitely on the baggy side. I'm continuing to look at them because those of you who also may be interested, I want you to have all the information. But here's where they're baggy. Okay, so maybe the look, I'm going to drop it a little bit. Wearability is still up there, but maybe for this, I'll drop the look a little bit. All right, I'll try on the next piece, so we'll keep going. All right, so the difference of size makes, you saw the last pair that I gave very high rating to. This is the same pair at a 40. I can barely get them close. I feel like I'm going to suffocate. Not really, but so it definitely got rid of the extra fabric here, but too much so, and now they're pulling. So the 2 centimeter rule that these tend to live by didn't really live by it in this particular case. It was more like 4 centimeters. But again, that's all subjective, right? So here's what they look like from behind. They are still super comfortable. They're just too tight in the waist, and I don't think that's going to give anytime soon. So look for me on this one is a 4, very different. Wearability, I had given a 10 to the last one for comfort and many other things. Wearability on this one's a 3 because it's just too tight, and then the value, I'm not going to wear it, so the value would obviously be pretty low. Same price, of course, $15.95, just a different size, and this is what they look like from the back. And you can see they're even pulling at the crotch, right? We don't need crotch pull. We don't need crotch scratch, and we don't need crotch pull. So let me try on the next piece, and I'm going to continue with the pants. Then I'll switch back to the tops, and then we'll be wrapped up. All right, continuing with the jeans. This is a size 40, $14.95. Here's where it's at, ladies and gents. And there are actually about 15% of you that watch this video who are male, so welcome. And thank you for your support. So what are we going to do with this? If you watch my channel, you know that I love a good pair of elastic because you can eat and not be, dying here. But do these look too much like mom jeans, and not in a good way, not like mother brand jeans? I don't mean that. I mean in a bad way. Like just simply too old. Here's what I think is interesting about these. Well, okay, so here's the cuff at the bottom. And my striped socks. But here's the problem I have with them. I have a problem with the single pleat in the front. I don't think this is very flattering. And then the way they did the butt, which as you all know is what they're known for, to flatter the behind. I don't think these are flattering. The way that they are shaped and the waist level, I'm just not into these. I thought I would be, honestly, just looking at them. I thought these would be definitely a high mark. The look on this one, I have to sadly give it a 6. Wearability is a 7.8. It's pretty comfortable. I'm going to say it's a 7. Comfortable, stretchy, feels nice. Value for them is pretty good, a 7. For the rest of us, I would say it's a 1 or a 2. But again, how they look from behind, just so you can see if you have any interest in them, and then how they look from the front. And if you're concerned about the return policy, which is pretty strict, check these out online because I did see these there. And it will allow you to try them at home without the commitment. So take a look there. Okay, so I'll move on to the next. All right, and this is why we love Brunello, right? The fit on these is amazing. This is a 42. The 40 I couldn't get buttoned, so I'm not going to bother showing all of you, putting you through that torture and myself. Here's what they look like from behind, and this is why I love this designer. Rose gold. I have noticed that when there's rose gold features, the price goes up a little bit. So these are $15.95, straight leg, mid-rise. They are definitely straight leg, kind of like the white ones. You can see all the way down if it's visible to you. And mid-rise for sure. But what they excel at is how they look from behind. So this is a tough one. I mean, they're definitely tight and small, but I think the look of them, I mean, I don't think they're going to stretch much because there's no cotton. I mean, there's no elastane whatsoever. And no spandex. It's all cotton. I think the look, if I could suck it up, is a good 8. Wearability for me is a 2. I don't like tight shit. And then the price value, a 2 or a 3. If you're not going to wear it, the value's not there. But look at the nice curve in the mirror that it gives your body. So even if you skip the gym for a few days or a few years, like I've been forced to do, you will still look nice in these jeans. All right, so I have one more pair of pants, couple of tops, and we'll be wrapped up. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am out of breath from that one. I barely got these on. These things do not move. So here's what they look like. They have some sheen to them. $22.95, I believe. These are a 40. Here's what they look like in the back. They are a wide leg, and from mid leg on, they are sheer. So cool detail that from the mid leg on they're sheer, but this is not a tenable piece. I mean, and look at this. I mean, come on. So anyway, this is, again, it's a piece I think would look great on those of you who are way taller than me. I'm only 5'4". So for me, where it looks are 1, wearability is a 1, value is a 1. This is my least favorite thing that I've tried on from their collection so far. So I'm going to move to tops now. So I'm going to move the camera back up. I'm going to leave these god-awful pair of pants on for the moment, just so I can, try to coordinate here a few other pieces to show you. And then we'll be wrapped up. All right, so silk, polyester, and polyamide. It's $13.95. This is size medium. Fits perfect. It does have a lot of stretch, but it is scratchy as all heck. So this is a big pass for me. Here's what it looks like in the back for those of you interested. I think this belonged in the winter collection, honestly, or holiday collection. That's what it looks like to me. For me, look of this one, it's okay. 3, wearability is a 1. Way too scratchy. Value is a 1. When scratchy's there, value's down. So let me show you a cardigan that goes over it. I'll show you that next. All right, way cuter as a set, I think. But here's the downside. When you take this and it's scratchy and you put it all over, you're just scratchier. So it's scratchier. It's a medium, $22.95. Price is just too high for this piece. This set's about $4,000, almost $4,000. That to me, with the wearability and scratchiness factor, is down. So the look, I actually really like it with the cardigan over it. So I'm going to increase the look to a 5. Wearability is still a 1. Actually, scratches or itches, it's itching and I need to scratch it even while I'm standing here, which is not a good thing. So the value is a 1 because I'm never going to wear this. If you're not that sensitive to fabrics, I am very sensitive to wool, to Lurex, which Missoni loves to use. They're phasing some of it out, but it's terrible. If you're sensitive to those fabrics or polyamide, like this has some polyamide in it, metallics, then I'll always let you know when I think that it's got too much because it's too uncomfortable. So let's try the next piece. Okay, $17.95, extra small. It's very long. You can see in the mirror behind me. It's down past my behind. I'm going to show you, see if you can see it. It's longer in the back than in the front, but it's still really long. But here's the thing. So it fits everywhere, feels comfortable, nice, and then it pulls here. So if you're bigger chested, it's not going to be for you. If I went up a size, it's going to be even longer. It's just not a good design in my opinion. So here's the snaps. That's what's cool. It is cool that it's a snap and not a button. But yeah, so that's this piece. I'm not personally a big fan of it. So for me, the look is probably a 2. Wearability, I would not wear this for many reasons. This is a wearability is actually a 1 for me. The length, the sleeves, this pulling, and actually the price is not that great. So I think the value on this one is a 1 or a 2, just my opinion. Maybe we'll put this one at a 1.5. Sometimes I get right in between these. I have one more piece I'm going to show you, and then we'll wrap this very long Brunello video up. Okay, last piece, extra small. This one does not pull. I'm going to show you because I'm going to button it actually live here, and you can see as I do this, I have done it already. As I do this, it's not pulling, so that's a good thing. fabric is weird. It's just weird. I'm gonna take a look at it here in a minute and see what the heck it is. But it just, it's actually a thick fabric, so it looks like it would be really sheer, right? But I can't see through it. And not even in this area here where it's a lighter white. These are actual pockets. This is what it looks like from behind. The only place I see skin is actually from behind. So I don't know what to make of this one. It's an extra small, as I mentioned. It is $23.50. Price for value is not there. This is what it looks like on the sleeves. The look is a 2. Wearability is a 2. Value is a 2. It's an interesting piece, but the price for the interest is not there for me. So that's how I would rank this particular one. So thank you for watching. If you've watched all the way to the end, double thumbs up. I know these videos can get pretty long. Just, go ahead and scroll on through, or you can hit the settings and put it on 2x speed. That'll get you through them a lot faster. So I am going to start using this format where I actually talk about the fabric during the video instead of at the beginning. So those of you that are just looking at the beginning to see if you even want to watch it, you're not having to listen to all of the contents of fabric and so on. So, okay, have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your continued support.